Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Caleb James channel, where I will now be introducing mixed martial arts as well as boxing content. So excited to be back. It's been a while. If you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button, smash the notification bell. Let me know you love me. Even if you don't love me, let me know in the comments. I love talking shit. Anyways, Conor McGregor, Michael Chandler. One of the biggest fights ever to happen in mixed martial arts, should it happen. What is going on with Conor McGregor? He is finally back in USADA testing pool and eligible to fight as of April or March. Michael Chandler has been sitting out since his last fight, waiting on Conor McGregor. Waiting. It's been a couple years now. Conor McGregor broke his leg in summer of 2021. We are now approaching 2024 with still no fight materializing. Conor McGregor is still out partying every night like a fucking buffoon. Not that he doesn't have a right to live his life and spend his money the way he wants, but if his heart's really in the fight game, why is he smoking blunts and drinking non-stop? The man can drink. He's an Irishman. We get it. But holy fuck. Anyways, Conor McGregor, Michael Chandler, one of the most awesome freaking fights that could take place. An awesome return fight for Conor. No one more exciting than Michael Chandler. Who would take a back step first? Who would land the first big shot? Could Michael Chandler introduce his ground game and get Conor on his back? And if he does, Conor is now a black belt at SBG Ireland. Should he be able to get up? Who knows? But the biggest question is, will this fight materialize? Will Conor ever fight again? A lot of people don't think so. A lot of people think that the money has finally gotten the best of him and he's all this, that, yada, yada, yada. In my opinion, I don't think he would get back into the USADA testing pool if he wasn't looking to compete. And he has, no matter what, the reason he is rich is because he has a competitor's mindset. He doesn't want his last showing ever in the octagon to be his leg broken. Granted, will his performances get any better? Has the Conor McGregor train finally fallen off for good? I hope not, because your boy is a little bit of a fanboy. But that's okay. But at the same time, I love Michael Chandler. He brings it every single time. So will this fight materialize? It's looking like the rumored targeted date is April, UFC 300. That would be humongous. That would be great. Anyways, how do I see this fight playing out? It depends which Conor shows up. I think the Conor of 2016 ices Chandler stiff. I think it's a tailor-made matchup for him. The short, stocky wrestler with an overhand that Conor can just sit and strike at distance all day. But I don't know which Conor's going to show up. He hasn't looked ultra impressive in his last couple fights. I mean, his fights versus Poirier, the second fight and the third fight, he had moments of brilliance. You know, he rocked Poirier arguably in both fights, but just not that same aura of confidence that once encapsulated him. Man, at this point, I've flipped and flopped, and how I would see that fight playing out. I think the most exciting thing is the winner of this fight should fight Islam Makhachev for the UFC Lightweight Championship. Even this fight takes place at 170. I mean, these guys are both 155ers at heart. I can definitely see. I mean, holy cow, can you imagine the grudge match Islam and Conor would have after all the horrible things? Conor said about the lightweight champion of the world, Islam Makhachev, he says, this is what happens when cousins have sex with each other. That's horrible. That's horrible. And then you got a way more respectful approach than Michael Chandler. Really good guy. Adopted 2 sons. Does a lot of charity work. Very motivational. Constantly posting on his Twitter workouts of the day. Meanwhile, Conor's out at celebrity events and professional basketball games and professional boxing fights. You know what? Yeah, I'd have to say Michael Chandler by second round submission. And that pains me to say because I think Conor winning and fighting Islam, or Conor winning and having the quadrilogy with Dustin Poirier, is some really awesome matchups. But I think what's more than likely going to happen is Chandler gets this win and Conor fights the winner of Paddy versus Tony Ferguson and really builds himself back up. Should he be looking to do that and not retire with the loss? So I would say Michael Chandler by second round submission. I just think in these last 3 years that he's been waiting for Conor, he's been training in and out every day, sharpening and refining his skills to be able to slay the dragon that is Conor McGregor. He is a very, very, very esteemed fighter. He's got a very good left hand. He's got very good high kicks. He's got good low kicks. But Chandler has just been more in the fight game. He's been more active in the last couple years. Not the last couple years he's been waiting for this fight, but prior to that, I mean, Conor's only fought it. 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 times since 2016. He fought Cowboy Cerrone, he fought Khabib, and he fought Dustin Poirier twice. Yeah, that's four fights since 2016. That's 4 octagon fights in 7 years. That's averaging half a fight a year. And what's a half a fight? A boxing fight. Just kidding. Anyways, so a lot of fun to be had. A lot of favorable matchups to make with either one of these guys winning. I think either one of these guys versus Islam Makhachev would be absolutely insane. But as far as if the fight's going to happen, yes, I do think Conor comes back eventually. Let's say April. I think that's a pretty good date for him. I think that's a good date for the UFC. I think that's a good date for Michael Chandler. They're ready to get it on. But I actually am leaning towards Michael Chandler by second round submission. I think they can both rock each other in the first round. We get one of the greatest first rounds in the history of UFC because both these guys come out like a bull in a china shop. So yeah, guys, that's my little analysis of Conor coming back, how this fight could play out, the different implications, title implications. So yeah, that's my contingencies on this fight. If you guys have any questions, any comments, blow up that comment section. Just, what's your prediction? Conor by knockout, Chandler by submission, Conor by decision. Yeah, right. But anyways, just let me know what you're thinking. Give this video a like and subscribe, and I'll keep making more MMA content when I see fit. Thank you, and have a good day.